There is extensive halachic debate, legal debate amongst the scholars, if January 1st is a date that we are supposed to relate to as Jewish people, since after all, this date is connected supposedly with the day of Brit Milah of JC. So I won't go into the lengthy debate about it. I want to share with you a story of the Rebbe and a beautiful explanation by the Holy Berditchever. But before this, let us say thank you to Hashem. Mizmor l'soid orila adenu kol haratzib d'sadenu b'simcha. Boy lefanu b'rnana duka adenu elimu osanu v'lo nachna mitzem marisa b'yishor b'soid l'chatzriz b'sila. Hoydo lebaruch Hashemoy kitoi v'adenoi li'elam chazdoi v'yadoi v'odor emun asoi. And we give tzedakah with our prayers for the well-being and security of all of Klal Yisrael and for the coming of Mashiach, which will be for the benefit of the entire humanity. So first, the little story that I said I'm going to mention. One year, at a stroke of midnight, January 1st, the Rebbe, while working with the secretary of Nissen Mindel, dictating responses, the Rebbe looked up to him and he said, "Happy New Year." Rabbi Mindel was surprised, to say the least. And the Rebbe looks at him and says, it's a pasuk. Hashem yisper b'ksoiv amim. God is counting according to the writings of the nations. And the Rebbe says this refers to the calendar. So obviously there's no question about it. We can relate to that calendar, at least as a fiscal calendar. But here is a beautiful, beautiful saying of the Holy Berditchever. Berditchever, who was the man who only saw good about the Jewish people, always found a positive twist to every event. And Rabbi Yitzchak Berditchever says that really the night between the 31st of December and January 1st is a big yontif for Jewish people. And in fact, he once came into his study hall and he said, Good yontif l'shana, not good yontif, excuse me, l'shana toiva tikoseva v'sechosema. 3 times he said it. He should be inscribed for a good year, what we know we usually say on Rosh Hashanah. And he then went on to explain. He says, look, on Rosh Hashanah, we blow the shofar, we say the prayers, and we do everything we're supposed to, we make the commitments to God. Serious, sincere, heartfelt prayers. And God is taking those tefillahs into consideration. And he registered us for a good year. But then, and then Yom Kippur comes around. The day of fasting, the day of atonement, with all our asking for forgiveness of past inequities. And we promise Hashem that we will be good kids, good boys, good girls. We will be just good Jewish people. And God is ready to sign us for a good year. But then suddenly Satan comes running around. He says, God, have you forgotten what happened last year? They said the same thing. They made the same commitments and the same promises. And you know where they were. They're asking forgiveness again. Obviously, they have what to forget. Ask forgiveness about. You can't just give them everything just like this. So the Abish decided, okay, I'm going to hold back. I'm going to watch. Came the Yontiv of Sukkot. Malach Michal comes out. Look how the Jewish people are involved in mitzvahs. They have no time to think about anything. They're building the sukkah, they're buying the lulav, and they're so preoccupied with everything that's Yontiv. No, give him seal it already. Satan again objected. That was already after Simchas Torah. Look how they celebrate. I said, yeah, they're dancing, but have they learned it? Have they opened the book to study it? God again is holding back from signature. But then comes December 31st. And God looks around how the general world celebrates the New Year. They drink, they party, they get drunk, and they keep on drinking, and the next day they have a hangover. And this is pre-planned. So the Malach comes over to the Eibush and says, Rabbi Shalom. True may be that eventually the Jewish people have let go a little bit. But look what they did on Rosh Hashanah, and look what the world is celebrating their New Year. So the Eibush says, the difference is so obvious. The difference is so clear. And God seals us for a happy, wonderful New Year. So says the Baditchever, Shana Tova Tikaseva V'Chasema. We say to the Eibush, you know what? Mashiach coming today will be a perfect time.